Hi guys, Healing Seek out here. I know the angle is a bit odd. Trying something new, I suppose. I actually want to do the bi-weekly, so the first 2 weeks of October, and I want to do the water signs. I've already pre-shuffled the deck, and I got a few new decks. So this is the one I bought a few weeks ago, just came in. And this is Terra de la Nut. I believe it is from La Scarabeo Torino. So, and this is, I think it's from Italy. Anyways, correct me if I'm wrong. And then of course I got Barberry Zodiac Oracle. I think this is really good because it does planets and it does is the elements and the zodiac. So I thought this was very important to be using. So I'll be using multiple decks today, but those are like the newer ones I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the flow here. I have a little bit of what idea I want to do. For some reason I want to do something different. But first 2 weeks of October. Right now, a lot of you could be feeling very irritable, very emotional. Some stuff is a little painful. Just so you know, it's kind of the feeling of like purging and whatnot, but it's also kind of reanalyzing some things. Venus going into retrograde. Some people are just feeling it a little bit early, just depending on your zodiac sign in the Venus area. So it will reflect you. Also, I channeled for today's energy Uranus, and Uranus is about change, ideas, inspiration, and big movement. And so I channeled it this morning, and I feel like it'll pop out again soon, even in your reading. So this will be for the water signs for the first 2 weeks. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do the center card is going to be right as the week turns. So, as your week turns, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So as the first week goes into the second week, you have a little burnt out. You have a person with their dress coming up in smoke. I feel like some of you are going to be burnt out at work, a little overtime, I feel. This is for water signs again. Let me go ahead and get all the cards out, and then we'll go ahead and do an overview. Oh, there's Uranus. Cards are beautiful, very colorful, very feminine-like, but very feminine looking, but like feel like a more masculine approach and energy. So I love how that kind of brings in a balance. Let's be the last two. Okay. So you actually have two aces from the start and the beginning, and you have two of wands, so some decisions are going to be made. So if you can see that there. So, what do I have? Yeah, like I said, I didn't even realize the Emperor is here. So I do feel like more of a masculine energy is approaching this. So you could be a lot of males or those who resonate with more of the masculine energy of themselves. Or that's coming out. That's a part you're going to be balancing. Because in the first week, you have the first start of the week, you have Ace of Cups. And then the end of the week, you have an Ace of Wands. One dealing with more emotions, one dealing more with movement. So I feel like a lot of mental thinking, purging are going to be coming up. It's like you're waiting for an offer. You're very passionate. Some of you, your sex drive has increased when you're thinking about your masculine. This could be soulmate, twin flame, whatever resonates with you, lifetime partner. And it's like when you think of them, your passion, your drive increases. And the same thing for them. They think of you as well. You can actually see this here. He's staring at her and she's thinking of him. You can see that happening. That's in the first part of the week, and then towards like the middle of that first week, it's like a tower moment happened. You have the tower here. Right after that, Five of Swords. So I feel like maybe a form of fighting. Although you feel this way, they're watching you. Some kind of fight occurs. Some kind of overwhelming argument. Again, I feel like a lot of you have been working a lot and distracted. Your mind, you distracted yourself. At work, you've distracted yourself with the thoughts of your masculine. And just to keep yourself, occupied mentally, because I feel like work, whoever does a lot of physical work, sales, management, whoever does stuff like that, I feel like they got burnt out really quickly. And because in the center you have the Eight of Pentacles, in which it could be expressed as patience, waiting for your abundance to come on in. What I feel is though you've put so much work to everything outside of you, because right after you have the King of Pentacles, it's like you've physically done a lot of work on yourself, whether it be new exercise, dieting regimens. You've physically done a lot of work on yourself and into your career, your life path, and now you're burnt out. And it doesn't always necessarily mean a bad thing, but I feel like you didn't rest. It almost kind of comes off as a Capricorn kind of energy. You did not rest, and now it's like what I feel is the Tower could have come in and forced you to rest. You could have been forced to rest. They could have just totally, and this happens, they could have took your energy completely, just zapped it out of you. And so whatever you wanted to do, you couldn't, because you physically were just exhausted. And that's what I'm feeling here, this deception. I want to use, 1 second. I'm going to use a specific deck for this. So like I said, guys, I'll be using other decks. Oh! Hopefully they don't take time. Take too much time. I know we're real scrunched, especially when it goes to Instagram. Someone's calling me. No! There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to see the square, what's connecting all this. So if you guys hear me just talking to myself about a layout, like I said, I'm intuitively forming some form of layout here. I knew what I wanted to do, but someone told me to let my intuition guide me in this layout. So this is what I'll be doing. Yeah. More cards, please. Keep them. One more. I feel like I want to put this at the bottom. Okay. A lot of sexual energy, sexual tension. Yes. A lot of sexual tension. So I wanted to show this one because I'm not filling the other cards, so I stopped it. But this is the bottom of the deck, which is lust. So I feel like a lot of sexual tension going on with you and your masculine. And I feel like it's a test for you. Because for you, you could have been celibate, abstinent, whatever the case may be, and focusing on manifesting, the love of your life in. And this is kind of a test to see what you have learned. And perhaps if you restrain yourself and give yourself boundaries with each other, it puts more of that, instead of sexual tension or argumentative side, to a more playful side. And it's requiring a lot of strength. Like, you wish for this, you want this. The cycle is almost, the wishing is almost completed to get your love, a new beginning in love. You got 19 here, and you're wishing, and which is 10, which is you're wishing for a completion of a cycle of completing of a cycle of arguments, patient waiting, being left out in the cold, wondering, questioning everything. You're wishing for that cycle to end and a new one begin, and your wish is granted. You want a new cycle in love. Some of you want a new beginning with someone else, and you're going to be granted this. But it may come with, let's say, like I said, some of you have been wanting to get rid of this negative energy that's been around you, these arguments. Some of you, I feel like, restraining yourself sexually from your masculine or your interest may trigger some arguments. For some reason, this is work people, possibly people who work together, may trigger arguments. And it'll end up making you feel left out in the cold, but you gotta keep the strength, keep yourself in a high vibration, that it's not your fault. It's self-respect is what it is for you. So don't let anyone tell you that you shouldn't have, don't let anyone degrade your energy. That it's your choice to withdraw from sexual advances. Yeah. And a lot of you have probably been seeing the same ones I've seen. 444, 555, 888. Those are 3, and 333. Those are very connective numbers I've been seeing, and I see them in the reading too. 55 is 10, which is a completion of a cycle, which we have 2 10s here. You have 10 10 here. 8 is abundance, which right here we have 8 and 8 right here. You have 4 and 4 here. 3 and 5 here is 8. So abundance, you're attracting, you're manifesting, you're wishing for abundance. You're going to get it. Abundance in your love life. I feel like abundance in adventure, traveling, in money, and work, and your business. Some of you are starting a new business, and you're wanting this. Let's say you're wanting this, you're waiting for it, but you're lacking a little patience, and you're a little burnt out from waiting. And I get it. A little tired of waiting. Who isn't? This is going to be the first 2 weeks. I do feel like a little bit of heavy energy. 8 of Pentacles is also going to be the time right around the Venus retrograde will start. Remember, you're going to be reanalyzing, rethinking, resetting, trying to rebirth something. It could be an ex coming back in, and they try to do sexual advances towards you, and you say no, and it causes a fight. Or you have sexual tension, attraction. You go through with the one night stand with an ex, and it brings out the 5 of Swords energy in you. And this is coming from like an experience where if you sleep with someone that you're, I'll say, not supposed to, or it doesn't feel right, you tend to get a negative energy, and you usually get their energy. So that's what I feel. That's way too many. That's what I feel for a lot of you. Some of you have gotten, may have slept with them, or some form of intimacy that traded their energy, which is a low vibration energy, into yours, causing this first of the week to end in a burnout. But you will come back. You'll ground yourself again. You have the moon here too, which I want to clarify. Alright, planets don't want to talk to you right now. Nothing wrong with you guys, just means they don't need to. Please clarify the moon. What's the moon about? Again, it's reflection about being left out in the cold. I feel like, yeah, because you got the woman and the moon is staring at the 5 of Pentacles. It's like you're reflecting back into the past about how you were left out in the cold. Do you want to take this journey again? Do you want to... Someone's coming back from the past, and they're going to offer a relationship, try it again, start over, and you're thinking about it. You're thinking about it, and you're thinking about moving forward. Or you're thinking about how they treated you before, and do you want to go that route again? Yeah, here you go. You have the 10 of Cups. For some of you, yes, they do make you happy. People say they do make you happy. You do want this, wish this is something you've been longing for, been waiting for it, but it's like now the universe has come in, balance the scales, and now you're wondering what to do next, because it's like you want it, but for some reason you're hesitant against it, because somehow you brought yourself back into the past, remembering that pain, and now you're holding yourself, you're reserving yourself. Queen of Pentacles is a woman in her power, a woman who stands up for herself, a woman who is productive, and the woman who takes no BS, very responsible, very rich in her own wealth, and that's self-love too. Very confident, but she's cautious. Look how she is. She's thinking about it's okay to go to this person, but she's still hesitant. And she wonders what happens if she does, if she doesn't. And honestly, the answer is the key is within you. Meditation, I'm sure, will bring you some kind of answers. You're asking your angels or the universe, or hell, even a personal read. But the key, the answer, honestly, is within you. As you see, there's a key, right? She's holding it. The answer is with you if you want to go make this step forward with this person. If you want to start over with someone from the past, or if you want to start over with new. You've walked away before, you're going to walk away again, is the ultimate question. And really only you can answer that. Let's do this. Let's take, actually, let's do a final message here. So the second week, I see yourself regrounding yourself after a tough week, the tough first week of high sexual energy. A shift happens, a one-night stand happens, or pretty much a hot, steamy night happens and it's with the wrong person. Or you've refused, but somehow it's caused conflicts because it's something you could be working together and you have developed a relationship. You've worked a lot of hours, you put too much work into your career and you left out your love life, and now you're a bit burnt out, and it's caused you to kind of be standoffish to anyone. And so you're going to need the strength to, get through this tough little energy here. And you're going to need, in order for you to manifest your wishes, you need to take care of yourself. Treat yourself. Be a little more generous with yourself, okay? That second week, though, you're going to reground yourself. You're going to be back in power enough where you have enough where you're committed to your work as well as your own self. You took care of yourself. It's like you took a shower. It's like after a week of not taking a shower, you took a shower. Now you're back to being grounded and refreshed, and you're ready to go again as the King of Pentacles. And it's like right as that happens, something happens. I feel like a tower moment then hits you while you're grounded, and someone who you thought was your happily ever after comes in and wants to offer you something, and you're skeptical about it. Yes, they've been, I'll say that's all you've ever wanted. It could be your twin flame, but you keep reflecting on how they've hurt you. They could have come back to you and revealed some stuff to you, and now you're just reflecting on what you feel, how you feel about that situation, what you felt in the past, and how much it hurt you. You're skeptical on taking action, and you're wondering if you should, and the answer is within yourself, okay? Show yourself some compassion. Go within, get your answers. So, normally I don't do reads this way, but these cards are huge, and I want to get something from here, because we've got 2 minutes. Okay. Future, or I'll say advice. It's weird, I don't know how to use these. Okay. Do advice. Inspiration. Find something that inspires you again. Friends, you're completing a cycle. We saw 2 10s here. And pleasure. Again, high sexual drive. So, does not surprise me. You're completing a cycle. That's Persephone here. You're completing a cycle, the cycle of pain. Everything's going to be renewed, refreshed in this retrograde, because you're going to analyze it and you're going to make decisions, and those decisions are going to be your new beginning. You do have the Tower here as well. The Muse is inspiration. You're going to find something that just clicks, that inspires you. Perhaps friends give you some advice. Maybe you look into your guides and they give you the answers you need. During this time, though, you'll be feeling a lot of sexual energy. You'll be feeling more pleasure. You'll be more attractive looking to those. Ovulation will be very high. Okay? But you know what? Retain yourself, preserve yourself, have yourself some boundaries in order to avoid that negative energy from entering within your soul, within your temple. Okay? And that's my advice for you guys. And just be ready, because after the next 2 weeks, is a new beginning. I've been channeling a specific date called October 25th. I don't know why it's for myself, but now I'm feeling it for everyone else. You should also be feeling your heart chakra opening up right around this time. Okay, guys? So stay positive, keep yourself shielded, and happy 2 weeks. We'll see you in a little bit.